Hey, welcome. Look, we all know your organization is out there doing incredible work, day in and day out. But how do you make sure all that hard work actually translates into a powerful reputation? That's what we're tackling today. We're going to dive into a blueprint for turning your excellence into some serious recognition. So let's get right into it.
I mean, it's a question that keeps a lot of leaders up at night, right? You know you're making a difference, but is that impact really being seen and felt by the people who matter most? If you've ever felt like there's a disconnect, a gap between the amazing work you do and the reputation you have, well, you are in exactly the right place.
All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to walk through a really simple but super powerful framework. First, we'll lock in on the goal. Then, we'll get into the nitty-gritty with a 4-step blueprint for building value. And finally, we'll connect the dots and show you how all that value creates the visibility you're looking for. Simple as that.
Okay, let's kick things off with Section 1, the Outstanding Organization Goal. So what are we really aiming for here? It all boils down to making a really crucial shift in how you think about your work.
And here it is, the big idea. Being excellent in a vacuum, it's just not enough. True greatness, the kind that really moves the needle, happens where your performance meets public perception. You see, it's one thing to be great, but it's a whole other ballgame to be seen and valued as great by the people who matter, your clients, your partners, the community, your stakeholders.
So, the big question is, how do we get there? How do we achieve that recognized greatness? Well, it's pretty simple actually. Before anyone's gonna see you, you've got to give them something worth looking at. And that brings us to the foundation of this entire blueprint, the idea of value.
Okay, so let's define our terms here, because this is so important. What's value? It's the benefit your stakeholders perceive they're getting from you. Notice that word, perceive. It's not about what you think you provide, it's about the problem they think you solve. It's the need they believe you meet. Honestly, getting this part right, it's the whole game.
All right, so if value is all about what our stakeholders think, how do we actually create and deliver it consistently? Well, that's where the engine of this whole strategy comes in. Let's look at a super practical 4-step blueprint.
You can see how this works, right? It's a really powerful, logical cycle. It all kicks off with Step 1, understand. You have to actually listen and get what your stakeholders truly need. Then, Step 2, create. You build the thing that meets that need. Now, Step 3 is often the missing link for so many organizations. You have to communicate what you've made and why it's valuable. And finally, Step 4, deliver. You have to follow through, consistently and reliably. It's a loop. Each step just fuels the next one.
Okay, so now let's connect the dots. How does getting that 4-step blueprint right actually make your organization more visible?
This right here, this is the aha moment. See, strategic marketing isn't just about running ads or posting on social media. Real strategic marketing is the whole 4-step process. It's the bridge that connects the amazing value you deliver to the visibility you earn. When you nail that process, you're not just marketing, you're turning happy stakeholders into your biggest advocates.
And just look at the difference this makes. It's night and day, really. On one side, without this focus on value, your best efforts just go unnoticed, you miss out. But on the other side, when you get this right, you get what we call a visibility dividend. And the best part? That dividend compounds. A great reputation doesn't just get you one win, it helps you attract better talent, more loyal partners, which just builds your reputation even more. It's this amazing upward spiral. Okay, so we've covered the theory. Let's wrap this up and bring it all home with what you can actually do with this information.
I just love this idea. Visibility isn't about shouting louder, it's about delivering value that speaks for itself. It just nails it, doesn't it? It's not about gimmicks or being the loudest voice in the room. It's about doing such good work, delivering so much value that the work itself does the talking for you.
So what can you do right now? Here are your first steps. 1. Figure out exactly who your key stakeholders are. Get specific. 2. Take an honest look at your own process and map it against those 4 steps. Understand, create, communicate, deliver. Where are you killing it, and where are the gaps? And 3, don't try to fix everything at once. Just pick one gap, one small thing you can improve this week. That's how you start building momentum. And I'll leave you with this one last question to chew on. Don't think of this as some huge, overwhelming project. Think of it as a single action. What is the one thing of value based on a real need from one of your stakeholders that you and your team can deliver tomorrow? Seriously, because that single action, That's the first step on the path to becoming a truly outstanding organization.